All right.
Cool.
So the centerpiece of this is the 17-inch touchscreen you see here, and this is the reason why we're at the Nvidia booth, because it is powered by Nvidia chip graphical processor. First, I'm going to give you an overview of the different section of the screen. So from the top, you have a status bar, which is very similar to what you would see in traditional computers. You get obviously time, temperature, but also 3G connection strength. If you have any kind of system warning, like, hey, your washer fluid, so it will tell you about it. If there's any new system software update that's available, it will let you know that too, which I'll go over in a sec.
Okay.
Underneath it is an app tray. Right now we have 6 applications that we designed in-house. 2 of them, which is shown right now, media, which play FM, AM, XM, and also internet radio.
Okay.
We play Q&A Sport, TuneIn, and Slacker.
Okay.
And also navigation that is powered by Google.
Okay.
Then you have what's called Energy app, which kind of shows you different energy consumption.
I don't like gray on gray.
Show you real quick. We just open up front trunk.
Sure.
I'll go in a second.
From touch.
Yeah. Energy consumption. You got your web browser. We'll do everything except run Flash, so it doesn't do YouTube or Flash games or anything like that.
Okay.
We have a backup camera, which, of course, engage automatically in reverse, but you can actually have it running when you're driving, which is actually kind of cool.
Is that high definition? I mean, at least more resolution than I've seen on any other.
Oh yeah, I can't give you an, but it's pretty good actually. And then finally a phone, which we don't have it connected, but if it is connected Bluetooth, you can do just typical stuff.
What's your web interconnectivity? Is it through the phone, or is it got a built-in?
It's built-in 3G modem actually. Cool. And so now the main part is the application window right here. So because we have such a massive 17-inch screen, you can run 2 apps at the same time. Now if you want to switch, you can do things like that.
Fantastic.
Now, normally when you just hit application, it will just switch the screen on the bottom. But what if I want to actually open something and just on the bottom? The way you do it here is you say media, drag, blue outline, and then it just shows up. So, and another cool thing is you can actually do full screen.
Okay.
Full
screen map.
Which. Right now the connection is a little slow, but the panel will load up fast.
Can you do 3D? Is this Google Earth?
No, this is just Google Maps. So
Google Maps.
It does have a satellite and traffic support.
Okay.
So
can you do the 3D view though, or is it just the 2D?
Just the 2D one.
Okay.
Although we do supplement the navigation with the 3D Navigon.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, most people kind of like to do both at the same time.
Okay.
And finally, on the bottom area is what we typically refer to as a cabin control.
Right.
And so the reason we have it in the bottom because it's frequently used, it's easy, muscle memory, it's very easy to locate.
Stays there all the time.
You can change temperature, you can do different kind of fan control right here, different AC pattern, circulation, and finally a vehicle control.
Oh, nice.
And so this is where we open the front trunk, the unlock, lock, charge port open, and also headlights. Now this right here, the display setting, I definitely want to highlight this because it's a 17-inch screen. You can imagine at nighttime it could be pretty bright, right? So at nighttime most people are having automatic mode, but I'll just show you what it looks like on night mode if you were to just manually do it. It just switched to night. And you'll also know too that once you close it, give it a second, everything, even the map. So that's what we did, a customized layer on top of
Google.
Yeah, Google.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you guys did that yourself, or did you have anybody?
No, we did it, and that's why it's navigation by Tesla, powered by Google, because we kind of did that on our own.
So you don't have any. So Infosys would be interested in helping do that kind of stuff. Do you have enough resources inside to do all this?
Yeah, surprisingly, we just work very, very hard.
That's incredible.
Another thing we can do here, my personal favorite, is the sunroof. So let's just say it's 80% open, right?
Yeah.
And so let's look here for a second. Okay, let's just get 35%. Now it's moving right now.
Did you patent that? That's pretty good.
I hope so.
that's fantastic.
Yeah, and we got other stuff like driving control, so you can do steering mode depending on how much comfort you want to do, more aggressive sporting.
Absolutely.
Suspension setting, which actually it does automatically lower anyway at high speed for more aerodynamic efficiency, but if you're going to go over the rough road, you can do a high setting.
Okay.
We can also change regenerative braking, that is when you let go of the accelerator, traditionally known as the engine braking, and that's kind of how we regain some of the energy back, rotational energy.
Hybrid.
Yeah, so we can really do what's called one-foot braking, or one-foot driving rather, where you almost never have to use brake pedal, which is kind of nice.
That is.
And then you got stuff like, simple trip manual, and then of course the miscellaneous settings like adding a new driver profile if you want to save certain everything. under a certain name, we can do that too, or even small thing like vehicle, walkway, door lock, and whatnot. Everything can be changed.
So how did you come up with your human factors as far as usability and workload reduction, keeping eyes?
Sure,
did you do that analysis?
We did to an extent. I think the biggest thing is just contrast and color, making sure that it works on day mode, night mode, and high sun reflection and whatnot. That's the one reason why we did day and night mode, is that most car manufacturers like to use dark background, but then I do in the daytime black will reflect everything, so that was a big thing. Also making everything as big as possible, so bigger hit area, and also color too. Some people might say minimalistic, but that's why we did it. You see so many concepts out there that looks like Tron from a movie. It looks cool, but when you're driving, it's cognitive road. So we decided to do simple things like blue is good, red is bad, red is a warning, that kind of thing. So sticking simple
100%,
stuff.
that's right along the color philosophy of avionics.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the UI purely the touchscreen, or do you have any other way of gestures or voice control or steering wheel?
So we did add, we do have some steering wheel, so you can use volume and whatnot, and you can actually change what this does. So right now this is like 45%, so we can actually this is more like a smart key. You can actually program what it does.
Are you driving both screens from one Nvidia, or do you have
two separate processors? So we got Tegra 3 right here and Tegra 2 right here.
Excellent.
But it is connected, and of course here is the status. So because the rear hatch is open right now, it actually shows you live. It actually matches the car. So if you have a red car, it will actually show a red car.
Very nice.
And
Synoptics.
When you engage in drive, you will flip backward, and it'll actually show the speedometer. And the last thing I want to touch real quick is where I mentioned 3G full-time connection. So the beauty of that is software update. So you hit T, you see like about your Tesla. You get a little release note. It's a version 4.1. Things that you just mentioned, like voice, voice control. We just added that, right? So we can add a feature like that. Most cars, that's like a $15,000 voice factor or something like that. It's not like that at all. You just buy a car, get updated and get new features.
Over the air, fantastic. That's the goal, I think, of most. Boy, I bet a lot of OEMs have been in here to look at what you guys are.
Absolutely. And the biggest thing for us is that it is 100% production vehicle. It's not a concept. We've done it in real life, and it works.
Fantastic.
So,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate